viral fame. Her page is entirely dedicated to her quiet family life and her knitting projects. But recently, she posted a piece of security footage that quickly racked up almost 2 million views. Melissa explains that on March 3rd, at exactly 12:50 a.m., a massive, unexplainable boom shook her house, sending her animals into an absolute panic. Seconds later, her phone buzzed with a chilling notification. Her security camera had detected a human outside. But when she pulled up the feed, what she saw was far from human. Take a look. At first glance, it is almost impossible to process what is happening in the frame. An unidentifiable mass appears to violently shift between 3 distinct locations, almost as if it is teleporting in real time. The shape is completely distorted and erratic. However, eagle-eyed viewers took the time to break this incredibly fast movement down frame by frame. When the footage is paused at the exact right millisecond, a terrifying detail emerges. Within the blurred anomaly, the unmistakable shape of a skull clearly appears. This bizarre detail has completely divided the internet. Some viewers are convinced the loud boom and teleporting movement are clear evidence of a UFO or a glitch in reality, while others believe the horrific skull points to something purely demonic. What do you think? A woman from Alberta, Canada, goes by the TikTok user Rananas007. Her account is completely normal, filled mostly with travel videos and daily vlogs, with zero history of posting anything paranormal. She works the night shift as an on-site security guard at a location in Alberta. One night during her patrol, she spotted something so disturbing in the distance that she immediately pulled out her phone to record it.
When we work night security 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and we see something coming at us at midnight.
How is it? Raylan!
At first glance, it might just look like a person trespassing in the grass, but when you look closely, its movement is completely wrong. It walks with a gliding, unbroken smoothness that doesn't match a human stride. Even more terrifying, when the footage is brightened, you can clearly see the humanoid creature has no face or visible skin. Instead, it appears to be covered entirely in thick fur. Unsettled but determined to find answers, she decided to return to the site on another night to investigate further. While scanning the area from her car, she managed to capture the exact same creature again. But this time, it saw her.
We went to a back road by the same gate, seen something, and tried to back into a field we seen behind us. And yes, we are chickens.
In this second video, the terror is palpable. The faceless entity is no longer just wandering the perimeter. It has locked onto them. As they sit in the vehicle, the creature begins walking deliberately toward the car. In a panic, they throw the vehicle into reverse to escape, but the entity relentlessly marches forward into the headlights, matching their pace step for step. Did this security guard stumble into the hunting grounds?
Become a Shopee VIP member with your first month free. Get daily free shipping, daily 20% off vouchers, 0% interest with
Hunting grounds? What do you think? This next unsettling discovery comes from the UK, shared by a TikTok user named Elliot Maguire. Usually, Elliot's channel is dedicated to narrating paranormal stories he finds online. He rarely claims to have supernatural experiences of his own. But that changed when his own family became the center of a chilling mystery. Elliot's uncle passed away in 2017, and his house has sat completely abandoned ever since. One day, out of pure curiosity, Elliot's cousin decided to look up her late uncle's property on Google Street View. What she found staring back at her chilled her to her core. Take a look.
Someone needs to tell me why there was a person standing in my dead uncle's bedroom window on Google Street View 3 years after he passed. Right, this is one of those ones that sounds completely fucking made up, and I swear it's not. My Uncle Paul passed away in 2017. He lived on his own, little semi-detached in Earlham, and after he went, the house sat empty for ages because there was all this probate shit going on with the family. Nobody could agree on anything, typical bollocks, and the house just sat there. So it's like 2020, right, and my cousin Paul's daughter, she's looking at the house on Google Maps because she's trying to show a fella where she grew up, and she zooms in on the street view and she screenshots it and sends it to the family group chat, and she just goes, what the fuck is that? And in the upstairs bedroom you can see what looks like a person standing there behind the net curtain, just a dark shape, but it's clearly a person's outline. Head, shoulders, you can even sort of make out they're looking down towards the street.
This is what Elliot is talking about. As we zoom in on the abandoned house, a terrifying detail emerges. Look closely at the window on the first floor. Standing just behind the glass, looking directly out onto the street, is the clear figure of a person. But here is where the story takes a deeply disturbing turn. The timestamp on this Google Street View image is from 2019.
You can check the date on Street View, right? The Google car thing went past in 2019, 2 years after Uncle Paul had gone.
A full 2 years after Elliot's uncle had passed away. When the image is enhanced, there is no denying that a person is standing there. After making this discovery, Elliot's cousin immediately drove to the property to investigate.
But my cousin went to the house to check, and the net curtains in that room were flat. Like, there was nothing behind them that could make that shape. No coat stand, no furniture.
They found the house completely locked up, completely empty, and the curtains in that specific window tightly closed. Even more horrifying, the cousin insists that the shadowy figure captured by the Google car looks exactly like their late uncle.
But my cousin says the shape looked like her dad. She said it looked like the way he used to stand at the window watching for a car when she comes to visit. And I haven't got an answer for that one. I haven't got a rational fucking comeback at all.
So, was this simply an intruder who managed to break in and wander the abandoned halls? Or did Google's cameras manage to capture a spirit permanently anchored to its former home? What do you think? In Belfast, Northern Ireland, a CCTV footage has surfaced recently. It was uploaded directly by the official TikTok account of the Crumlin Road Jail. This imposing stone fortress is a former prison that finally closed its doors in 1996. Today, it serves as a museum, hosting historical tours and overnight paranormal investigations. The jail has a notoriously dark history and is widely known for its intense supernatural activity. But what their security cameras captured inside the brightly lit gift shop after hours is truly unexplainable. Let's watch the raw footage. When we review the security feed, the stillness of the empty gift shop is suddenly broken. Even though the merchandise is stacked securely, one of the books is forcefully pushed forward, plummeting to the floor. But it doesn't stop there. One by one, a total of exactly 5 books are thrown off the shelf by an unseen force. The number 5 is deeply terrifying in this context. Locals and investigators claim that poltergeist activity in the jail almost always occurs in 5s, a chilling echo believed to represent 5 specific prisoners who were historically hung within those very walls.